What are the very best plug-in hybrid SUVs that you can buy in the market for 2023? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Hub Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. If you're in the market for a brand new plug-in hybrid SUV, then this video is for you. I'm going to go through 10 of the very best plug-in hybrid SUVs that you can buy in the market for 2023. As I've said in previous videos, plug-in hybrids are the perfect solution for those who want to buy an electrified vehicle with a dedicated electric range, but are not ready to live with the compromises of a fully electric vehicle quite yet. So to find out what are the best plug-in hybrid SUVs that you can buy in the market in terms of their performance, reliability, and value for money, make sure to stick around until the end of this video. And if you enjoy and get value out of this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos a week, always straight to the point, valuable car buying advice designed to help you, the consumer. So let's start this list off with my number 10 pick, which is the Volvo XC60 Recharge. If you're looking for a high-end luxury SUV that happens to be a plug-in hybrid, then the XC60 Recharge is a solid choice. Volvo has been making plug-in hybrid SUVs since 2016, and they've been doing it longer than most other luxury brands. For 2023, the company has updated the XC60 with a larger battery pack and more powerful electric motors, which gives it better performance. It's now able to travel around 35 miles or 50 kilometers on EV power before switching over to hybrid mode. And when it does so, you get really impressive performance thanks to a 455 horsepower hybrid system, which gives it very impressive acceleration. But not only is this a great performing SUV, but it's also very luxurious as well, with a comfortable ride and a very high quality interior. Now, while Volvo can sometimes be a little bit hit and miss when it comes to their long-term reliability, they do generally have better build quality than other European luxury brands, and they have been making plug-in hybrids longer than most. It's definitely more on the expensive end, but if you want a plug-in hybrid luxury SUV, the XC60 Recharge is a great choice. But if you're looking for something on the affordable end, then let's move on to number 9 on the list, which is the Ford Escape plug-in hybrid. The Escape is a great choice for anyone who's looking for a more reasonably priced plug-in hybrid SUV. But not only is it more affordable than most other comparable SUVs, but it actually has a very solid hybrid system. Using technology that was borrowed from Toyota a long time ago, the Escape's plug-in hybrid system consists of a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine combined with a pair of electric motors, which gives it around 221 horsepower. It's able to travel around 35 miles or 50 kilometers on EV power, and when it does switch over to hybrid mode, it gets very impressive fuel economy. It's able to get around 40 miles per gallon or 6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is better fuel economy than a lot of other plug-in hybrid SUVs. Now, the Escape doesn't have the nicest interior or the best technology, and you can only get it with front-wheel drive, which is an issue for some buyers. But if you just want a well-built, affordable plug-in hybrid SUV, it's still a very good choice. So with that one out of the way, let's move on to number 8 on the list, which is the Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid. If you're looking for a larger SUV with 3 rows of seats, then the Sorento is a really good choice for a PHEV. And not only does it have a lot of interior space and storage space, but it also has a great performing hybrid system too. The 1.6 turbo engine combined with a pair of electric motors is able to produce around 260 horsepower with a dedicated EV range of around 32 miles or 50 kilometers. And not only does it perform well, but it also gets good fuel economy in hybrid mode too, with around 35 miles per gallon or 7 liters per 100 kilometers. And of course, being a Kia, you get lots of amazing tech, like one of the best infotainment systems on the market, and lots of great active safety features too. It's a great SUV for the price, and if you don't necessarily need to have 3 rows of seats, you could also take a close look at the Hyundai Santa Fe plug-in hybrid, which is essentially mechanically identical to the Sorento, but with only 2 rows of seats. So if you're a fan of either one of these SUVs, just go for whichever one you're able to get a better deal on, or whichever one you're just able to get your hands on. After all, plug-in hybrids are extremely popular. The same is also true of number 7 on the list, which is the Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid. That's right, the Sportage, as it's known in Canada, or the Sportage across the United States, is one of the best plug-in hybrids on the market. Just like the Sorento and Santa Fe, it uses the exact same 1.6 turbo engine with a pair of electric motors that produces around 260 horsepower. It also manages around 32 miles or 50 kilometers on EV power with around 35 miles per gallon or 7 liters per 100 kilometers when it switches over to hybrid mode. And as with other Kias, you have a very well-designed SUV with a great interior, lots of amazing tech, a class-leading infotainment system, and lots of great active safety features too. It really is a well-designed SUV, and like all Kias and Hyundais, it comes with one of the longest and best warranties on the market too. If you're not able to get your hands on one, then you could also take a close look at the Hyundai Tucson plug-in hybrid, which is mechanically identical to the Sportage in every way. Either way, you can't go wrong with either option, and both are great choices for anyone who wants to have a PHEV SUV. But if you don't need to have an SUV that's quite as big as the Sportage or the Tucson, and just want something that's a little bit smaller and more affordably priced, then let's move on to number 5 on the list, which is the Kia Niro plug-in hybrid. The Niro has been on the market since 2017, and the company has completely redesigned it for 2023 with brand new styling and a brand new interior as well. It also comes with an updated hybrid system using a 1.6-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine with an electric motor that produces around 180 horsepower. Like the regular Niro hybrid, the plug-in hybrid is able to achieve around 45 miles per gallon or 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is very impressive. But because of the bigger battery pack, it also has a dedicated EV range of around 32 miles or 50 kilometers on pure EV power. The Niro also comes with a fully updated interior that shares most of the same technology from most of the other Kia SUVs. But the best part about the Niro is the affordable pricing. This is one of the least expensive plug-in hybrid SUVs that you can buy on the market. So even though it is a bit on the smaller side and it doesn't come with all-wheel drive, if you just want to drive an affordable plug-in hybrid, the Niro is a really good choice. But if you happen to want an SUV that's a lot more spacious and more practical, then let's move on to number 4 on the list, which is the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid. Mitsubishi has actually been making plug-in hybrids longer than almost any other car brand, and the Outlander plug-in hybrid remains the best seller in many markets. For 2023, the company has completely redesigned it, now putting it on the brand new Outlander platform. The company has done a pretty extensive update of the hybrid system, now using larger electric motors and a much bigger battery pack too. Although the EV range was not available at the time of this recording, it should be able to achieve around 35 to 40 miles, or roughly 55 to 65 kilometers of EV range. And thanks to the more powerful electric motors, which take a little bit of pressure off the 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine, it should achieve really good fuel economy in hybrid mode too. And because the Outlander is going to come standard with 3-row 7-passenger seating, it's also going to be a really practical choice for a plug-in hybrid SUV too. It's certainly a really solid option, but if you're looking for a reliable, well-built luxury SUV that happens to be a plug-in hybrid, then let's move on to number 3 on the list, which is the Lexus RX 450h Plus. Lexus has completely redesigned the RX for 2023, and for the first time ever now includes a plug-in hybrid option. It consists of a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine with a pair of electric motors and standard all-wheel drive that produces just over 300 horsepower. It also gets a dedicated EV range of around 35 miles or 55 kilometers. And in regular hybrid mode, when that EV range is used up, it should be able to achieve around 35 miles per gallon or 7 liters per 100 kilometers. And of course, as you would expect for a luxury SUV, you're also going to get a really nice comfortable ride, a high quality interior with plenty of great tech too. But perhaps more important than any of that is the reputation for reliability that you get with the Lexus RX. The RX has long been known as one of the most reliable SUVs on the market, so if you want to buy a luxury SUV that you can hold on to for a very long time with minimal repair costs, this is one of the safest choices on the market. But of course you do pay for it. The RX is not an inexpensive SUV, but if you happen to want all the exact same benefits, but just in a smaller and more affordable package, then let's move on to number 2 on the list, which is the Lexus NX 450h Plus. The NX is essentially a smaller and more affordable version of the Lexus RX, which means you get all the exact same benefits, including the same hybrid system, the same performance, and mostly the same interior for just a more attractive price. It uses the same 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine hybrid system with just over 300 horsepower. And you get the same EV range of around 35 miles or 55 kilometers, and in hybrid mode the same fuel economy of around 35 miles per gallon or 7 liters per 100 kilometers. And even though the interior is not as spacious as the RX with less rear seat room and a smaller cargo area too, it has more or less the same interior design with the same technology and excellent build quality too. And being a Lexus, you have the same amazing reputation for reliability, low maintenance and repair costs, which is something that a lot of buyers are going to be really attracted to. But if you like everything that the NX has to offer but just wish for a more affordable option, then you have no choice but to go for number 1 on the list, which is the Toyota RAV4 Prime. Yes, without question, the RAV4 Prime is the very best plug-in hybrid SUV that you can buy on the market today. It is an exceptionally well-designed SUV and a tremendously popular one too, with extremely limited availability and very high demand. Thanks to the same 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine and hybrid system that's found on the Lexus, it's able to achieve over 300 horsepower with a dedicated EV range of around 40 miles or 65 kilometers. And not only does it have the best EV range of any plug-in hybrid SUV, but it also has very good fuel economy as well, with around 40 miles per gallon or 6 liters per 100 kilometers in hybrid mode. So you get the best EV range, the best fuel economy, and the best performance too with the RAV4 Prime. But it gets better than that because the RAV4 Prime also comes with Toyota's legendary reputation for amazing build quality and reliability. And it also happens to be a really well-designed SUV as well, with plenty of interior space, a really good sized cargo area, and lots of great tech too. As a whole then, you really can't beat the package that you get with the RAV4 Prime. In terms of its performance, efficiency, reliability, and design, it really is the very best option on the market. But of course, because of its amazing popularity and very limited availability, it's also a very difficult SUV to buy too. So if you're able to find one for a reasonable price or get on a wait list that's not too long, you're going to end up with a gem of an SUV. So let me know what you thought of the plug-in hybrid SUVs on this list. Which one of them would you buy, or would you buy something else instead? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also take a look at some of my other videos by checking out these links over here. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And if you need any additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to check out carhelpcan.com. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.